Here at Simply Garden, with over 50 years of gardening experience, I believe in keeping things simple and productive while gardening in your own backyard. Well, good afternoon. It's a beautiful summer afternoon here in southern New Hampshire, Zone 5, and middle of picking some call it a mess of beans, and this is just from part of our row here. But before I get into all that with the beans, we got some other things to do with tomatoes. I want to give a couple of shout outs to a couple of people who are doing great jobs and their activities. A couple of our homesteaders, a Homegrown Country Homestead. That's Homegrown Country Homestead, and they're homesteaders doing a great job out there, growing things and just having all the experiences of being homesteaders with the family also. And the last one is another homestead, which is This Works Our Homestead, and they're out there creating their way. He does everything from woodworking to gardening, and just a very interesting individual to watch. Does a great job with it, includes a family in it. So check out these shout outs I'm giving these folks here, and I think you'll enjoy their content, so make sure you subscribe to them. But back to the beans. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe the beans this year. I've never seen so many beans. I changed the variety. This is I think it's called Crockets Green Bean by Harris Seed Company. And just look at the beans. Make sure you can see this. The beans that are in there, I mean, just insane. And I got more coming over here. I mean, this is a 14-foot row. I got two rows of beans in here, and I just started picking this. I've never seen anything quite like this. So it must like, I mean, look at them all in there. Just craziness. So we'll be busy putting up beans later on tonight, that's for sure, as far as freezing them. And maybe give some instructions later on as far as how simple that is to get freeze beans. But with that in mind, though, I need to get over and work on tomatoes. Working on steak and tomatoes last night, but we need to put some more fertilizer on them, and then we're going to go ahead and put up some the tomato wires. Some call them hoops, so we can stick those inside. They're starting to form out here, so I want to give it another nice fertilizing of organic fertilizer meant just for tomatoes. Once again, this is from Gardens Alive, and it's Tomatoes Alive Plus, all natural plant food, 6 parts nitrogen, 2 parts phosphate, and 2 parts potash. Has some calcium in there, magnesium. All comes from alfalfa meal, bone meal, blood meal, kelp meal, dried molasses, poultry manure, soybean meal, and pulverized limestone. So all totally natural ingredients. So we're just going to sprinkle a little around each one of these here. It basically calls for about 2 tablespoons per plant, so it doesn't take much. And then we'll cultivate that in a moment here. And then we'll give it a good watering after that. Interesting with gardening, when it gets time for harvesting, it's hard to focus on what to do next sometimes, because you got to work with your existing plans of keeping things growing, fertilizing. When you get those droughts, which a lot of parts of the country, I've watched people who are really suffering out there with the dryness. Got to keep things watered, but and then of course harvesting. You want to get things as fresh as you possibly can. So the biggest thing I find is focus on one job at a time the best you can. Kind of prioritize your mind what's important at that moment, and some of the rest just kind of falls in place. So it all depends what size garden you have. We have a fairly large one here, but you get just a couple square feet, some hangers, pots on the back of a deck, you're gardening. And this time of year, most people are enjoying the fruits of their labor. And it's not a big deal just to keep focused on what you have going on there, and just maybe make a little note there, or put a little note in your phone to remind yourself in your schedule. And you won't be disappointed and say, well, I forgot all about it. So sometimes you got to give yourself a little hints once in a while. Keep yourself on track. There we go. That's how quick that is. Give it a quick little cultivation. These are already tied up because these are the mainly the ones that grow taller. So you want to stake these. And the other ones that are the Roma tomatoes, these are your main seasons here. Romans I just put in cages and let them fill up and then pick them as we need them. There we go. Doesn't have to be fussy. Get some, a few weeds pop up once in a while. I want to keep those in control. I'm kind of surprised with the heat this year that we're getting some, the tomatoes blossoms are setting, because a lot of times you get in the 90s, your tomato blossoms won't set fruit, but these seem to be doing okay. I mean, we're seeing them there, they're setting. So I am making sure the moisture content stays up. I think that's a big mistake people do. They don't keep their tomatoes well watered, and that causes a lot of stress on the plant. Okay, I got some carrots growing in front here, some beets. They're having a little bit of a challenge working as far as keeping things going. And I got my grandson Carter here. Hello, how we doing, Carter? What you got there, huh? Yeah, you gonna help?
I have a shot.
You're gonna help Papa? You're gonna help Papa fertilize? Well, we're gonna get this done as quick as we can, so we can get the those metal hoops up over there. They're called tomato cages.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do tomato cages do?
They help hold the tomatoes up. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you like tomatoes, Carter?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, good. We got tomatoes over here.
But I can't.
You can pick up. Go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah, one.
One.
All right.
2.
Beautiful.
3.
All right. You can set them in the basket over there.
Papa.
Oh, well, we'll wash that off.
Okay.
Let's put some tomato cages up for the tomatoes here. Okay, come here.
Okay. Can I help Papa?
You sure can. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. Why don't you put your shark down somewhere so it doesn't get dirty?
I'll put it in my pocket.
Good idea. Here we go. Okay, Carter.
My pocket's really deep.
So here's the idea here. See these little things here?
Oh.
They go around the tomatoes. So come here. You're going to help me. You're going to kind of push the tomato inside of there. I want to get them all inside. See, so what's going to happen, these are going to come up and grow inside. We kind of push them in as they go along.
Is this lettuce?
Yeah, you can eat it, yeah. Red lettuce. You love red lettuce, don't you? See how easy that is, see? And then as these guys grow up, we'll just keep pushing the branches inside. You got to pay attention because sometimes they get outside. And then just fill this thing up nice and big. And that's how easy it is.
And then take it off?
Well, when they get all done, we take them off. Let's do the next one. They're almost to the size, they're almost too big, but I kind of got behind a little bit on this here. Okay, why don't you just kind of hold the branch inside real gentle.
Okay.
Then we're going to we'll get this pushed down in here. Wait a second. Okay, ready? Nice and easy. We'll push it down. Uh-oh.
It's caught.
Okay, let's put this inside. So you want to push these inside gently. And then they're going to grow up inside and that helps support it. Yeah.
Cool.
Got the idea?
Uh-huh.
All right. Here we go. See? And you just kind of hang them inside like this here. And sometimes the branches break off a little bit. That's okay. How's that? Okay. Next one. Ooh, that's a big one. This one's really getting big. Oh boy. We almost missed that one, didn't we, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. How are we going to get this in here, Carter?
I don't know.
Can you help guide him in?
Maybe we could like start by big and end by small.
Here we go. We'll just kind of push it in there. Push him up inside. I'll push him inside from here. Yeah, like I said, see you folks there. It says sometimes things get a little ahead of yourself there. You get busy, and a lot of things in the garden you got to pay attention to, don't we, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so there's 4 of them up there for you. And we're going to go and finish the rest of these up. You get the idea of how this works here. And I think for your hub, Carter, you like the red lettuce? It's good for you, huh? Absolutely. All right. Well, you all have a good night. Enjoy. And you gonna say goodbye, Carter?
Oh, if you like Papa's video, please subscribe.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.